Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the Constituent Assembly, and prior to this, we had discussed all about the why do we need the Constitution and making of the Indian Constitution. Let's begin. Constituent Assembly means the maker of the constitutions were involved in this, and we will see that very brief sketch of some of the leaders have been given on this page side by side, but they are not all. There were many members who worked for this assembly and they were involved, and the leaders who played an important role in the making of the constitution. So, some activities are also given. We'll discuss them later. The drafting of the document called the Constitution was done by the Assembly of the elected representative. They called the Constituent Assembly. An election of the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946. We know that we know that earlier the constitution generally have been discussed or everything was allotted to the people. It fast मतलब इतना firm constitution नहीं था लेकिन सब कुछ final हो गया था. If two nation theory did not take place, so but when the partition took place, everything decided from the new way. So assembly was held on 1946 and the first meeting was held in December 1946. Soon after, the country was divided into India and Pakistan, and the Constituent Assembly was also divided into the Constituent Assembly of India, that of Pakistan. And the Constituent Assembly that wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. How many? 299 members. And the assembly adopted the constitution in 26th of November 1949 and it came into effect 26 January 1950. Everyone knows this fact because it took the time of 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. So the mark this way celebrate January 26 as a Republic Day. Why should we accept the constitution made by the assembly more than 50 years? The 70 years nearly we are about you can say we are going to celebrate the platinum. So means why we are accepting this today now? आज भी हम constitution को क्यों मानते हैं? वो इसलिए मानते हैं, उसका main reason ये है क्योंकि वो किसी एक particular human को address नहीं करता. It's give the common reflection of the people. So we have already noted that reason above, constitution does not reflect the views of its member alone. उनको ही नहीं दिखाता जो इसको बना रहे हैं, किसको दिखाता है? It express the broad consensus of its time. मतलब पूरा अपने समय का विवरण देता है, उसको ओपिनियन को बताता है. Many of the countries of the world had to rewrite their constitution afresh because the basic rules were not accepted to all the major social groups or political parties. In some of the countries, the constitution uh, the constitution exists as a mere piece of paper. हमारे यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. दूसरे देशों में संविधान कितना बार लिखा गया, बदल दिया, चेंज कर दिया, ठीक है. वहाँ एक मात्र ये पेपर है. हमारे यहाँ ऐसा नहीं है. We consider as a holy law book. And in some of the countries, the constitution exists as a mere piece of paper. No one actually follows it. The experience of our constitution is different over the last half century. Means we got independence 1947 and after that till today half of the century के बाद भी अगर हम इसको करें तो क्या है? Is the several people who have questioned some of the provision of the constitution, but no large section or social group or political parties has ever questioned the legitimacy. मतलब कितने भी क्वेश्चन उठाए लेकिन इसकी लेजिटिमेसी पे यानी इसकी वैधानिकता, इसके जो कानून है, इसके जो तरीके, उस पर किसी ने क्वेश्चन नहीं उठाया. This is an usual achievements for any constitution. The second reason for accepting the constitution is that constituent assembly represented of the people of India. जो assembly थी वो पूरे लोगों को, पूरे देश के लोगों को represent कर रही थी, अपने आप को नहीं. There was no universal adult franchise at the time. उस टाइम कोई यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज नहीं था. मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि 18 ईयर के लोग ही वोट करेंगे. So the Constituent Assembly could not have been chosen directly by the people of India. It was elected mainly by the members of existing provincial legislative that we mentioned above. ठीक है, मतलब यहाँ पर बाय द मेंबर ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोविंशियल लेजिस्लेटिव, इससे पहले जो था वो प्रोविंशियल लेजिस्लेटिव यानी कि प्रांतीय लेजिस्लेटिव को जिसको कि मेंशन भी किया गया था. दिस इंश्योर्ड अ फेयर ज्योग्राफिकल शेयर ऑफ मेंबर फ्रॉम ऑल द रीजन्स ऑफ द कंट्री. The assembly was dominated by the Indian National Congresses and the party that led India's freedom struggle. क्योंकि उस टाइम पर एक ही पार्टी होती थी, वो थी आपकी कांग्रेस, नेशनल कांग्रेस पार्टी, INC. और इसी में लोग विश्वास करते थे, दैट लेड इंडियाज फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, जिसने कि ज़्यादातर मतलब अपना रोल प्ले करा इंडिया की आज़ादी को दिलाने के लिए. बट द कांग्रेस इटसेल्फ included a variety of political groups and opinions. हम इतना ही पढ़ेंगे इसमें यहाँ तक. इसमें भी काफ़ी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स थे. We have seen in 8th class कि ये भी लोग एक मत नहीं, बाद में स्प्लिट भी हुआ, चेंज भी हो गया इनका. लाइक मोतीलाल नेहरू और जो आपके ओल्डर्स थे ये एक में रहे, फिर उसके बाद सुभाष चंद्र बोस और आपके जवाहरलाल नेहरू अलग पार्टीज में आए. तो जिनके नोशंस और आइडियाज ओपिनियंस जो थे थोड़े डिफरेंट थे, तो इनके अंदर भी क्या था, differences थे, conflicts थे. ठीक है, till here we'll read. In the next video we'll discuss another segment. Okay.